toss. They elected to defer as we are underway with clean, old-fashioned hate. Here's Haynes as Jamal Haynes takes it ahead for 3 yards. Michael Williams, and all of a sudden getting loose is Haynes, wrapping around that right side. Williams thought he had him. King's going to run it himself as he's already inside the 30-yard line. Against NC State has in a while. King off the play action as he goes to Eric Singleton.
Two touches it early in this game for Georgia Tech.
King goes underneath, able to connect, and the first man misses Malik Rutherford, who darts. Jamal Haynes goes straight ahead for about 2.5 yards. Williams with the tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding, I think, for Georgia Tech, trying to run in between the tackles. Georgia has a lot of...
See Haynes King trying to direct traffic at Jamal Haynes, the running back, out into the slot. They bring Singleton back in. Play clock running down with all the confusion. And with that, a timeout is going to happen.
And you're seeing that early from Haynes King.
Off the timeout, a 2nd down and 8. King's going to run it himself. Finds a little bit of a crease before he is tossed back by Jalen Walker.
Well, you're seeing some new wrinkles by offensive coordinator Buster Faulkner. He likes to go early in this game. Big
3rd down and 4. Haynes King. Out of the backfield is Jamal Haynes. But enough pursuit from the Bulldogs to corral him. CJ. And he's able to put it through.
Rivalries in all of college football, regardless of what the records are and what's at stake. Of course, Georgia Tech, they both want to win this game.
Dash Jones from the 2-yard line on the return, as he is met just beyond the 20.
But I think people give him credit for you in this game today.
Nate Frazier, the true freshman, is your starting running back, and he will get the first carry of the night as he spins ahead for nearly 8 yards.
Man, he is so impressive to start the last year.
2nd and 3. Back. Quick to the outside, incomplete. Katie.
Yeah, Tesh, Trevor Etienne was able, he said Nate Frazier is their go-to guy. They want to be judicious with his carries early because they want him fresh going into the 4th quarter. Look for Cash Jones to be a guy they utilize on 3rd downs.
And there is Cash Jones out on 3rd and 3, Katie, as he's flanking Carson back. We're down in 3. Back incomplete through the hands of Arian Smith.
And that's been the problem.
Get the field goal of 3 and out for Georgia. But Thorson, the Aussie, onto punt. Billy Stockton going to call for the fair catch. And he hauls it in near the 25.
#1 offense in all of college football.
And now the offense he coaches on their 2nd drive. Haynes King downfield, wide open and complete, and it's Rutherford again out to midfield. Then switching in and out the last couple games, getting better every week. This is the best he's looked. And of course, this is what he does at his best with the legs.
Yeah, and he's a very strong runner, Joe. For when you're playing against this Georgia Tech offense, but Haynes King.
2nd and 5. Alexander off right tackle. Alexander keeps his balance for another Georgia Tech 1st down.
Really not here inside.
7-yard run by Chad Alexander. One of those Georgia natives who's playing in this tradition-rich rivalry. Singleton will get the carry. He's a dynamic playmaker. They want to try to get him the ball as often as possible.
Yeah, and they'd find.
Second and 5. Fake the short pitch as Haynes King drives it ahead. It'll be 3rd and 1 from there.
Well, there's just so much misdirection in this, Buster. Faking handoffs. If you don't have good eye discipline as a defense, the ball gets run right by your face or it gets thrown over your head. You see
Zach Pyron is now in at quarterback as King is split out on 3rd and 1. He's 6'3", 220, a big runner. 3rd and 1, he's going to take it straight ahead, and let's see will they mark it, because the interior of the defensive line of Georgia was stout, and I think he's going to be about a football length short. Looked like Jalen Walker and the Dogs clogged things up.
Yeah, Chaz
go with a 4th down. They're 14 of 24 on the year. Haynes. I don't know that he got it. He is torn down and ripped back. Ray of the Dogs with a turnover on downs.
It was defensive coordinator and the rest of this team.
Here's Robinson getting a carry, and that's good to see as Roderick Robinson, who has missed so much time.
So nice to have the depth in the recruiting that Kirby Smart has. When you lose Trevor Etienne, you can roll out the number 3 running back in high school last year, Nate Frazier, early, and now good to see him back on the field.
Robinson again, and this time only about 1.5 yards before he is pulled back. That was Clayton Powell-Lee with the tackle.
Well, Georgia statistically has not been a great running of the run game.
Running back, 3rd and 4. Beck with time, and he gets it complete to Dylan Bell for a 1st down.
That's a nice job by Dylan Bell for Georgia. Remember, Joe, ankle injury against Tennessee. They weren't sure if he was going to be able to go, already making a play early.
Medical staff out to attend to a Georgia Tech defensive player as Georgia just had their first down of the evening.
Shelley.
Here's Phillips on the carry. Past midfield. So you got a thinned out defensive backfield for Georgia Tech, and you have a Georgia team who's more committed to the run on this drive and having success.
But that injury is going to be something offensive coordinator Mike Bobo is very aware of. And when you've got speed on it, you just wonder if you want to take a shot into now against the replacement cornerback in Zachary Toby, number 23.
Carson Beck getting Nate Frazier in position as he takes the carry here. And Frazier wiggles his way inside the 40-yard line. Scott made the tackle.
Yeah, this Georgia offensive line is going to try to establish the run against a much smaller front 7. Coming up into the 2nd level, this offensive line, they've been banged up all season long. Different lineups virtually each and every week, but doing a nice job right there.
Second and 5. Beck, play action, gonna take a strike to the end zone, and it's beyond the intended target, London Humphreys.
London Humphreys, yeah. There's consistency on both sides. If you're not going to call calls, that shouldn't get called against Georgia's defense either in this game.
3rd and 5. Jones is going to be 3 yards short of that line of gain.
You're in that area of the field now for Georgia. You're just going to go, and they're hurrying up right now, 4th down, lining right back up, keeping Cash Jones on the field.
You could tell by that 3rd down play call they had already made the decision. Here's a 4th and 3. Is 15 of 20, 75% conversion on 4th down. 4th down and 3 for Carson Beck and the Dogs. And an easy pitch and catch to Dylan Bell. 1st down.
Timing of this, you'll see Bell come into the screen. That's like an NFL throw to the speed out. You just can't do it better.
Beck Looks left and then goes back to check down. It was well overthrown of Cash Jones. Nothing was there to begin with. Rodney Shelley is now the big story and concern defender.
Get some encouraging words. Hopefully he's okay.
Second down. They go with Smith, and Smith lunges ahead towards the sticks.
These wide receiver screens are extensions of the rush. So dangerous.
Third down and 1 based on where they marked him. You see the tight formation that they were ready to go with.
Timeout for repair of the chains.
And you can see the complaint from Kirby Smart saying we're over the ball, we're ready to play.
The announcement was they were repairing the chains.
Yeah, to fix the chains. Third down and 1. Third and 1. Nate Frazier struggling to get to that. They're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage.
Well, what a hit by E.J. Lightsey at linebacker, the Georgia transfer, who just met the true freshman running back right at the line of scrimmage. And we're talking about how physical and violent.
NC State last time out. So fourth down and 1, and Georgia keeps the offense on the field.
There is a mass substitution by Georgia Tech. They're literally bringing in 6 or 7 new fresh bodies here for this massive fourth down.
Quick to the line, fourth down and 1. Frazier, fourth and 1. He tries to reach for it, and they're marking him short. The Georgia Tech defense with Kyle Eifert surging ahead to make the tackle comes up with a turnover. Georgia Tech defense as Haynes King and the Yellow Jackets back out there. Jamal Haynes patiently looking for something. Now reverses course, picks up a Tech.
And so when you make those good sidelines, and Haynes King's decisions right now in the run game are huge for Georgia Tech.
Mention that win against Miami. Play action here as he comes back against the grain to Rutherford. That was their first win over a top 5.
Because obviously they're motivated with this being a rivalry game, but Joe, they're also beat anybody in the country.
Second and 6. King gets it out quickly, gets it complete. Singleton, first down Tech.
And a really nice job of anticipating a throw that time by Haynes King. It's a simple curl route.
Paul Haynes, as he's stacked up at the 11-yard line, driven back by Stackhouse and the rest, including McLeod.
Talked about how important this game, but changing up the tempo, huddling like they are here, sometimes going fast. Kirby Smart trying to get the crowd noise and get everybody here at Sanford Stadium involved down in the situation of the field. I think here, Joe,
Alexander on second down as he spins his way towards the 7-yard line. It'll be third down from there. And it's going to be a timeout used by Brent Key. His Yellow Jackets faced with you. A third down and 4. Haynes King with time to the end zone. Incomplete. Threw it a little bit behind. Aiden Burr. Off the upright. Off the... First miss under 30 yards this season. Frazier. As he is wrapped up and thrown back. Kevin Harris with the...
And Georgia Tech, I think, understands now defensively they've got a bow up here, and if that means bringing a safety down in the box, getting more bodies close to the line of scrimmage, try and stop this running attack.
Two tight ends to the left on 2nd and 7. Beck. As he tried to check it down to Frazier, but it went into the ground, so it'll be...
And that's why there was the inaccurate throw. So now you've got a big right here, the transfer out of USC. He's their twitchiest guy. He's got to be able to win. He's going up against Monroe Freeling, a true sophomore at left tackle.
See, Georgia's just 1 of 4 on third down conversions. Beck with pressure, straight ahead, and he is sacked. They get to him. He is brought down on a critical
place. This time it's
zone end zone. The second 3 and out for Georgia tonight. Stockton looking to provide good field position. A big boot from Thorson, driving him all the way back to the 30-yard line, where Stockton takes the punt return.
and off these drives.
Yeah, 3 drives into Georgia territory, and yet just 3 points. Jamal Haynes takes it straight ahead out to the 39.
Impressed with Jamal Haynes. He was a receiver last year. Normally small guys that have a lot of speed always want to bounce it to the outside, but Jamal Haynes, there times, for a tiny running back, he's definitely one of those guys that gets better as the game goes on.
He was playing scout team, and he was playing slot receiver, and then all of a sudden he bursts on the scene with a 1,000-yard season. This is complete past midfield to Chase Lane. With Haynes King. They were both at Texas A&M before coming to Georgia Tech. 18 yards there. Jamal Haynes off left tackle as he reaches out to the 40-yard line. A flag comes in. So here's another drive, Jesse, that crosses midfield. That's going to be against Georgia. Defensive holding.
Georgia Tech just has a look into the ground, and Georgia Tech now again back inside Georgia's 30-yard line.
That was awkward as Haynes King makes the most of it. In fact, he gets 10 yards on that. Jalen Walker finally tracks him down.
Yeah, there was a miscommunication. It didn't look
that the ball was snapped, and thank goodness for King that he has eyes on it.
But again, the experience and the poor.
Now the whistles blow prior to the snap, and I believe Tech is going to exhaust their final timeout, and we will take the break. Just over 6 minutes to go. Off the timeout, field goal lead for Georgia Tech. Haynes King not finding much of anything, spinning ahead into the tackle of Warren Brinson.
Yeah, and Georgia Tech now has already used all 3 of their timeouts. We've seen at times, Joe, there's been some miscommunication and confusion. Guys getting lined up in the wrong place. Haynes King having to move guys around. They're trying to shift in motion a lot. But they're not going quick enough, and they're forced, Brent Key is forced to call these timeouts. I know they're trying to bleed the clock and own the time of possession.
All timeouts have been used. 2nd down and 8. Jamal Haynes back in motion. Here's King. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8. He was looking for Chase Lane.
All right, this is where
he had 3 sacks against Texas. 3rd down and 8. They bring the pressure straight up the middle. It is complete. It is a 1st down, and it's 1st and goal because of big Jackson Hope. First and goal. King into the end zone. Sting him.
Talked about the decision.
SEC championship game spot already locked up for Georgia, but you win this one and it takes the pressure off. Just that. .440 to go. The last is out injured at this point. So can Carson Beck and this Georgia offense take advantage? Play action. They go with the tight end, who is upended and then dragged down. That was Georiga on the. Remember, it is Gibbs who's in for the injured Shelley. 2nd and 9. That is up in the air and falling harmlessly to the.
Leave the picks. Here's another 3rd and long situation.
3rd down and 9. Beck. That is complete for a first down, Benjamin Jurasic.
Really nice job by Georgia up front, getting some pass. Again, Warren Burrell, the Tennessee transfer.
The Georgia locker room, the home locker room.
It's a big opportunity for Georgia to score some points here at the end of the first half. They're going to get the ball first in the second half.
First down after the 19-yard completion. Beck with time, goes with a shallow cross. Again, the tight end, Jurasic, who fights his way ahead for 9 yards.
And they're getting it to this group. Had 10 catches, 130 yards, and 2 scores against Tennessee. And you're seeing this group make some plays here at the end of the first half.
Second and 1. Receiver screen. Love it. And that's a first down. Ball came out at the end there. The ball came out at the end there, and it's a fun Hamilton. Off the turnover, Haynes King. Nothing happening there. Smile London wraps him up.
Yeah, this is a big sudden change situation now for this Georgia D. On the field, you just gave up a touchdown. Your offense turns it back over right away. You got to get back out there. They've already...
All the pre-shift motion. Empty look here for Haynes King. And he struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was good work by Munden and McLeod.
All right, so now you set up another 3rd and long. Minute timeout.
It's going to be a rally for their defense. Georgia Tech with a 10-zip lead, facing 3rd and 10 against number 7 Georgia. And King gets it complete again past midfield. This is Chase getting it out to Chase Lane again. Remember, no time.
Changing up the tempo there. You get the big first down there on 30 yards.
Faulkner, who had been on this Georgia staff when they won those national championships. Nothing much for Chad Alexander. C.J. Allen with the tackle. Minute and a half to go.
Virginia Tech, that's his long on the season.
Also missed one that went off the upright earlier tonight. 3rd down and 1. It's Haynes King getting loose. Haynes King still on his feet and striding out of bounds. It's first down. Brent P. looks on, the head coach who played in this fiery in-state rivalry. All Haynes is wrapped up near the 20-yard line. And C.J. Allen again with a timeout. So with that,
he's their most dangerous weapon at wideout.
Second and 8, under a minute till halftime. Haynes King with time, comes shallow to Singleton. Singleton inside the 5-yard line. Georgia Tech's in business.
Well, it took a long time for Singleton to get through the wash that time. He's trying to run through the middle of Georgia's defense and a lot of bodies there, but Haynes King, he's nice accurate throw.
And he's going to clock it. Remember, no timeouts remaining. So he clocks it on 4 minutes. Hey. Second and goal. Here's King, and he had to throw it away. He faked the short pitch. He thought maybe the jump.
Seeing examples of the poise of Haynes King, doing the right thing, throwing it away. He doesn't look like he's 100%.
No, not at all.
And it's not the shoulder.
Nope.
It's not the shoulder. It's not upper body. He's run the ball a few.
King. Pressured, stays alive. Jamal Haynes reaching, and touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Fans left stunned by what they're seeing at that time. Just
yards. No timeouts, and they manage their way down, and with half a minute before halftime, all of a sudden, fiery.
Tech here early.
And just for some perspective, Jesse, this is a senior class here at Georgia.
Come to Jesus, Cole. Getting back to playing Georgia football.
Carson Beck, final moments of this first half. That was batted right at the line of scrimmage. And act. There's a three-man pressure here. They drop 8, so they go underneath with Robinson. Robinson will have the first down as they try to manage these final 18 seconds. Powell
hit a 55-yarder against Clemson, first game of the season.
Beck looking to extend the play. Now he will run. Remember, 2 timeouts remain for Georgia. Georgia team that already knows they're playing in the SEC championship game next week, but that's only part of the story. Now in a 17-point hole. It's an unranked Georgia Tech. Beck, final seconds, so he just gets it to the outside to Lawson Lucky.
For Georgia Tech.
Can they accomplish that with only 5 seconds remaining as Georgia Tech, you see them playing way off and deep. There it is, quick to the outside, and is that 1 second remaining? Yes, Lawson Lucky. With
great plays. Would be even 3 ACC teams to get in if Clemson's able to beat South Carolina tomorrow.
Clemson or Miami against SMU for the ACC championship. Downfield incomplete. Dominic Lovett had a chance.
And this year.
Third down and 4. Beck trying to find an option. Georgia Tech defense swarming, and it's incomplete. It was short of Arian Smith.
Fumbles, all the things that have gone wrong for this offense, starting now to take its toll.
You have halftime to talk it over to set a tone on that opening drive, and instead it's the third 3 and out of the evening for the Dogs as they scatter away from this Brett Thorson punt. And it takes a roll inside the field.
He hasn't been making bad decisions. That's got to continue for Georgia Tech.
He's going to run the ball to start this second half. Goes for maybe 1.5 yards. So he gets hurt, Jesse.
And now putting Haynes King in this offense behind the sticks a little bit in a more predictable passing situation.
2nd and 9. They set up the screen as he goes to Singleton. And he gets out to the 16-yard line.
You absolutely have to be able to get off the field right now if you're Georgia on defense here. Forcing a 3 and out would be mad home.
Can they do it on 3rd and 5? Here's King. Incomplete. Georgia defense does their job. And on to punt for the first time tonight as Anthony Evans is back deep for Georgia. Oh, and he muffs it! He muffs it! And Georgia able to recover it. But it has been a sloppy evening, hasn't it?
No, it really, really has. That time.
Good starting field position for this second drive of the second half. Here's the reverse, and it's Arian Smith. And he's got a lot of room in front. Arian Smith lowers the shoulder and is down. 30 yards on the reverse. Beck short of London Humphreys.
Attitude here. He's not getting gun shy. He's still out there trying multiple cornerbacks.
Second and 10. Frazier is 2.5 yards. And 3rd down from there. Kevin Harris with
second best in the conference, and they throw a lot of different mixed looks at you up front. They try to line guys up in different gaps. You can't tell who's blitzing, who's not. And they've had some success early in this game on 3rd down, getting off the field. You see it again here, mugging every gap up front.
Here's a 3rd down and 8. Goes shallow, and Cash Jones will cash in. First down, Georgia.
Cash Jones is such a good route runner coming out of the backfield, and Georgia Tech's got
They finally break through after being shut out in that first half. First time in 5 years that's happened. Frazier inside the 5, driving towards that goal line, and only marked just short.
And he's forward.
Tech is claiming they got the ball up at the end of that play.
Man, it's another DB. This time it's safety.
Let's bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin. Matt, what's your read here?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Like you said, Georgia Tech player ends up with the ball, but when does he lose possession? I haven't seen a shot that definitely shows the
Play is under further review.
Matt, please. Of having any hope. They've been turning the ball over on downs, turning the ball over hopelessly with 3 and outs.
And in now at running back. And Chaz Chambliss, I think, he had a linebacker in goal line situations. He's now going to play fullback. We've seen this before against Tennessee. It's a little bit of a new.
Robinson is the tailback in the I formation. Play action off of it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Oscar Delp. And that's what Kirby Smart is going for 2 as they finally get on the scoreboard. Beck swinging it around to Lovett, and Lovett is denied.
Offense, number 6. Penalties declined. The try is no good.
Unbelievable.
Of course, the winner will play Georgia in the SEC champ. That's a live ball, so Singleton forced to field it. King, as he gets it out to the 9-yard line, a flag is down.
Holding. Offense, number 85. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Here's King from the end zone, a strike, and look at this as Isaiah Canyon gives Georgia Tech tonight. What a big moment from Haynes King. They go with the jet motion with Singleton, who turns the corner and shows you the speed. Katie.
Well, Tess Brinke in the red zone. He wants to get
Out of trouble. Second and 3. He gets it to Rutherford, and Rutherford will dart ahead for that line to gain.
Yeah,
First down.
Really ability to throw it downfield. He's having a massive impact in this one. Just a tremendous leader these last several weeks.
First down, he's going to pull it, and he's going to go underneath to the tight end, Hawes. That had a little bit of everything in that RPO, didn't it?
Yeah, it does. And the handoff.
Second and 4. King. Here's Alexander, met right at midfield immediately by Dan Jackson.
Yeah, the former.
Third and 4. Here's King, and he's got the first down. This has been one gutsy effort from Haynes King.
Throw to Canyon that got them some space, and here they are now in Georgia territory.
First down as they go with the pop pass to Singleton. That was well defensed.
Stress on a defense just to get ready for all the different things you're going to see in the run.
Second down and 11 after that good defensive play by Chambliss. King backed up as he's being pursued and then just throws it away at the last second.
Man, he kind of just throwing that ball away. Now 3rd and 11.
% of the season on 3rd down. They're 6 of 10 tonight. 3rd down and 11. King pressured. He's going to try to run it himself. Kept his balance. Look at this, getting extra yardage. It'll be 4th down and 2.
But because of that, Brinke might go for this now. All of a sudden, that extra effort put them in position to maybe now stay on the
Tech.
And look at Haynes King at the line of scrimmage in command, making sure his tight ends lined up in the right place.
Play clock is counting down. And a timeout is going to have to be used. Georgia Tech is facing a 4th down.
Going and get it himself.
4th down and 3. Can he get there? Yes. Haynes King does it again. Chain mover.
All night long.
Great job by the true freshman Harrison Moore on the block there. Jamal Haynes, he goes ahead for just 1.5 yards. By the way, let's talk about how this game began, because Jamal Haynes seemingly looked like he was wrapped up for about a 2-yard gain and just kept. Second and 8. King hooks up with the big tight end. Another first down. Jackson Hawes.
You hook up.
This long, time-consuming drive by Georgia Tech. This is the 13th play. RPO, here's Singleton. And Jess, remember the field position, that compromised field position. Away the clock here in the third quarter.
And you're seeing all the misdirection, and then that play there is basically triple option.
Of the Yellow Jackets. Second and 9. King's going to run again. He gets loose. He spins free. And it's first and goal. Haynes King. Now it's first and goal. As Haynes works his way to the 8-yard line. Ingram Dawkins with the tackle.
And you absolutely have got these dudes have to step up now.
Second and goal. The 16th play of the drive. Butler with the tackle.
That's what Carson Beck.
Georgia Tech has done with the ball all night long, coming up on 12 minutes to play, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Frazier tackled for a loss. And
especially from his front on the defensive side of the ball. They've been physical.
Third down and 8. Georgia Tech showing A-gap pressure. And they come with it. Beck on 3rd and 8. Checks down to Delp. Delp, first down, Bulldogs. That is Jordan Vandenberg.
Quickly, everybody where they're supposed to be. And here they are all of a sudden. 100 yards less per game, giving up rushing. It's phenomenal.
Second down, Beck. Gets it complete in stride. It's love it.
And that was a good job of getting.
First down run. Frazier gets loose. And Frazier is going to put Georgia in position for a first and goal.
Jared Wilson at center, doing a great job in the Nate Frazier.
Under 9.5 minutes. Georgia trying to rally back. Beck gets it out quickly. Smith straight ahead. Men at the 5-yard line. And they'll tackle him at the 4-yard line.
This is exactly the drive, George.
Zaid Gibbs, who was in for the injured Rodney Shelley, and he was in on that tackle there. So we will take a break. Can Georgia get this touchdown to cap this drive? Don't go anywhere. Oh, Beck to the end zone. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. Beck pumps. Back in the end zone. Incomplete. Arian Smith.
Football, they may not get another chance like this.
30-game home winning streak for Georgia. And now a 4th and goal, trailing by 2 touchdowns with under 9 minutes to play. 4th and goal. Pressure on Beck. That is incomplete. A flag is down. We will check on it as Oscar Delp was the
tight end group.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. The foul took place.
The linebacker that time was the one who tipped it.
1st and goal, Georgia. Beck, play action. Humphreys trying to dive ahead, and they're going to spot him down. Line, 2nd and goal. Frazier straight ahead. Touchdown, Georgia.
And another Georgia Tech player down on the ground. I think that might be Eford.
He's their leading tackler.
Yeah,
he is the heart and soul of that defense. Remember, he had the 4th down tackle. You say tough. This game is being played that way. There is an intensity to this game tonight of guys extending themselves, and you just saw it now with the offense of Georgia as well as what's been all night long.
Like a throwback game.
It does. To make it a 7-point margin. And as Woodrum puts it through. On the line in Atlanta for the Dogs. Jesse, the last time Georgia...
Back to Carson Beck.
Here's Jamal Haynes. That's a good start on 1st down, and the flag comes in at the end with the tackle you just saw.
That's going to be a horse collar outside on Munden. That's going to tackle.
Horse collar.
This game, they just haven't been able to get off the field. So they've got to be physical, and they've got to be able to make a stand.
Haynes King patiently looking, and he's past midfield just like that. We're under 8 minutes to play.
It's been amazing to watch. Tremendous balance, running and throwing, and they've worked his game plan and executed it flawlessly.
King to pass. He's going to take a shot all of a sudden, as he was trying to get it to Jamal Haynes, who was well covered by C.J. Allen.
Third down in a massive play right now. We haven't seen
for the Georgia defense. Can they find the stop? 3rd down and 7. King drives the ball complete. It's Eric Singleton busting loose. What a big play for Georgia Tech. All these big moments from Haynes King. That was 6.5 minutes, looking for a major upset, giving number 7 Georgia everything. Alexander now gets free.
That's a great job by Georgia Tech's offensive line, pulling
after Georgia's touchdown drive to pull within 7. 2nd and 5. King to run it with a big block straight ahead. Haynes King, touchdown. For the gutsy Haynes.
Dominated them in the trenches.
The extra point by Aiden Burr is up and good. Championship. Georgia against the winner of Texas A&M. And if this score holds, what
Mitch Smart not doing the things to lose games, that's all showed up here tonight.
Carson Beck, 5.5 minutes to play, trailing by 14, incomplete, looking for Smith.
Yeah, different screaming off the edge and almost got home, but by their 6-1 against ranked ACC, be probably the biggest win he's had, maybe even bigger than the one against Miami, his first 2 full seasons as head coach.
Well, considering the rivalry, Roderick Robinson takes it ahead, and he's out to the 46. And what this means in
deciding to go with Haynes King at quarterback. Look at his record there against ranked opponents in the ACC. It's remarkable.
Here he connects with Lovett.
But listen, after those heroics at quarterback, beating NC State and what he did, it would have been very easy for Brent Key to say, hey, we got to keep playing. Has been unbelievable tonight.
There's a completion as he gets it to Lawson Lucky. So we're under a quick strike it here and still have an opportunity.
Clock left.
Here's Beck on 1st down. As he will throw this away. Arian Smith was the closest, and a gutsy, courageous effort as well. 2nd down. Beck. Here's Cash Jones out of the backfield. Makes a move to the inside. He will have a 1st down for Georgia. You're already in the college football playoff. But now the pressure, if they don't pull this off, here's Humphreys darting ahead, where it all comes down to next week. Quickly to the line. Clock counting down. 2nd and 4. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Dominic Lovett.
And that is an unbelievable into a tiny window.
On to bring it back to a 7-point margin. Georgia will have all 3 timeouts, as well as the 2-minute timeout to deal with managing the final moments of this game. Has a 30-game home winning streak. Here's Singleton on the return. Singleton tried to reverse course for a moment before he is corralled just beyond.
A couple weeks ago, about 4 SEC teams getting in, but if Texas beats Texas A&M, Georgia loses to, you might only get 1 SEC team.
Could you imagine?
In the dance.
But can Haynes King close this out? Tap pass Singleton, and the officials are waving it dead before the snap.
Yeah, there's some movement on the right side of that offensive line.
Before the snap, false start, offense, number 50.
To hear the snap count, so much pressure on this Georgia offense right now.
9 total yards. They've played mostly clean. Haynes King is going to give it to Singleton. Singleton struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of it. C.J. Allen with the tackle. Big opportunity for the Georgia defense here.
And you know Georgia Tech, they're going to try to take this play clock down as close to zero as they can. And let me get back to my seat. This thing may not be quite done yet.
Dogs find a little defense late. 2nd and 13. Haynes King to pass. And that goes to Janah.
It's ridiculous. I feel like Ed to the right comes up with the catch and now makes it 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. Georgia Tech convert. King on his own. Where are they going to mark this? His forward progress looks like he got it. Georgia comes away with the football. Georgia comes away with the
Van Jackson
here in Athens.
Georgia has been confirmed.
Nothing was going Georgia's way in the first half.
As Carson Beck looks to rally number 7 Georgia. A win here tonight in what would be an epic comeback would secure a college football playoff spot. Beck, he's going to run it straight ahead, but he is dragged down from behind.
Got in the Alabama game, 3 timeouts.
It's been such an unbelievable, spirited fight from the upset-seeking Yellow Jackets. Beck with a man in his face. Incomplete, looking for Lovett, and the flag.
Pass interference. Defense, number 16.
Knows what it means to play in this heated in-state rivalry. Clean, old-fashioned hate. Ball on the 14-yard line. Beck. He can't get 3. Fighting his way ahead as Height was the first one to get to him.
But in the run game that time, in the RPO game.
2nd and 9. Beck looking for anything. That is batted at the line of scrimmage. Batted right down in his.
And now here's a question mark if you're Georgia Tech and drop 8, or do you decide to get aggressive? Let's see if you can force Carson Beck's hand a little bit and try to disrupt his rhythm. Big play call here for their defensive coordinator, Tyler Santucci.
They're 4 of 10 on 3rd down is Georgia tonight. 3rd down and 9. Beck looking to extend the play. He's going to run for it. Can he get there? Diving effort right at the end, right at that Thomas Gore. First and goal. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown! Point this year. This to tie it. Just a spectacular back by the Dogs. 1 second to go, and we're tied up 27-27. Remember, all reasonable minds know it. Georgia wins tonight. Doesn't matter what happens next week. They're going to be in the college football playoff. But if Georgia Tech wins tonight.
On now again. But in a 2-minute situation here with 2 timeouts left, can he get his offense in field goal range with an opportunity to win this thing?
King just going to run it straight ahead and push back after a gain of about 2.5 yards by Nazir Stackhouse.
Got to get up, you got to go. They're not going quicker and playing with more urgency.
Gonna go shallow underneath the chase lane. Lane's got some yardage here. Remember to heat it up with 14 points in just 2 minutes and 59 seconds to tie this game. And a timeout is going to be used by Georgia against each other in this rivalry. Now the kick. Here's Haynes King. They drop 8 into coverage. He goes underneath to the running back. Haynes' ball came out there at the end. Pass is incomplete. Incomplete.
I don't think. And honestly, I'm not.
For Georgia Tech. Pressure on King. They pick it up. Ball is in the air and falls harmlessly to the ground. 3rd down and 13 seconds. They bring pressure again. They go shallow underneath the Singleton. Singleton turns the corner, and with 7 seconds remaining, he steps out just shy of the.
Burr take the field.
As is long. Right now, the ball is on the Georgia. Short of that line, the game. You get a 3rd loss here tonight, it's all on the line.
To now put themselves in this position.
I mean, they marked it short. 4th and 1, 7 seconds remain. The one timeout. Will they get the opportunity? And a timeout will be used by Kirby Smart and the Dogs.
You're seeing the catch.
And then the Ascendant program with Brent Key in his 2nd full season as the head coach at 43rd top 10 win this year alone, and a Georgia team with the home winning streak with the 25 straight night games at home. Played in it. He's coached in it. And now a chance for an upset win in it. 4th and 1. 7 seconds remain. Ball was batted. Batted away, and now 4 seconds remain.
And now it looks like Carson Beck will get one more heave, one more chance. He's definitely got the arm strength to reach the end zone. This game sure has delivered today.
17-0 Georgia Tech.
They're down.
That was play of the game.
2 drives.
They're lining up 3 defensive backs along the goal line for what will be a miracle heave from Carson Beck. Ball is stripped out. That was Scott and Biggers caving in on Carson Beck. And that is the end of regular hate. Beat their in-state rivals, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was up 17-0. Georgia Tech was up.
It is heads. Defense. They want defense. Which way you want to go? Georgia Tech will play defense.
On offense in the 2nd possession.
The ball at the 25-yard line. The attempt to score. This is Phillips. As he is upended at about the 20 to rally his team all the way back. Number 7 Georgia trying to land a spot in the college football playoff. 2nd and 7, 1st overtime. Short pitch, Frazier. Frazier nearly slipped, and then he is tied up, wrapped around that ankle by Tatum.
Yeah, Trent Tatum just fought right through Xavier Truss that time. They had Truss, big weapon right here, Joe. If nothing's open deep down the field, find the check down. If Georgia Tech's not blitzing and Cash Jones can get out, he's a huge weapon here.
3rd down and 5, 1st overtime. Carson Beck with time. He goes underneath to him, and Cash Jones is able to hold. And the true freshman sensation, Nate Frazier.
Little indicator motion there showing Carson Beck at zone coverage.
Looks his way, pumps. Now to the end zone, and into the end zone is Humphreys. Touchdown, Dogs!
By Carson, and a line drive throw from Carson Beck to the Vandy transfer, London Humphreys.
Peyton Woodring, the extra point. Georgia's first lead of the game.
Now that's what this is all about. Mike Bobo does such a good job of throwing things, setting things up, adding window dressing, adding some...
How does who helped pull the upset over the number 4 Miami, and tonight has carried the ball for 22 times and over 100 yards. The wall of sound, that's Sanford Stadium right now.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty.
King able to get it to his tight end, Hawes, as he muscles ahead for a gain of 9 yards. Haynes King, quarterback run. Off left tackle, and he spins ahead for a first down for Georgia Tech.
Well, you got to like your chances down in this area of the field based on how well tackles can this guy take, Joe. 20.
Must score. Haynes trying to get extra yardage as he wheels his way down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Georgia's starting to do a little bit of a better job now defending this zone read.
Haynes King to pass. And they've got it! Eric Singleton touchdown.
Well, they worked a little bit of a pick, able to turn it up. We said at the start of the game, number 2 had to get touches. They've been finding ways to do that, both running and catching the football.
To tie the game, Aiden Burr. And we will head to a win. Pesky, upset-seeking Yellow Jackets, trying to grab a signature win. Chad Alexander, 3 yards there, tackled by C.J. Allen.
Jamal Haynes not out there again. Remember, we saw him limp off the field on that last possession. Alexander, who's had some nice field.
There is Rutherford now in the backfield, the wide receiver playing running back. As they fake it, and Rutherford's thought about throwing it, now he runs it inside the 10. Ball came out at the end as he is marker back in at running back. Haynes King is going to get in. Georgia Tech retakes the lead here in the second overtime. And remember, they must go.
It opened up a big crease right there for Haynes King to get north and get into the end zone. Road, and doing it running and throwing the football. He's been outstanding.
Doing this to Kirby Smart's defense. Here's the 2-point conversion. King. Ball is batted. And incomplete. 400-plus total yards and 5 touchdowns. Second overtime now, offensive possession, Georgia. Carson back to pass. Late pressure, lofts it, and into the end zone is Cash Jones. Touchdown, Cash.
At safety is coming on the blitz. He sees Jones come out of the backfield. He's like, do I cover him? No, I'm supposed to keep blitzing. And there's nobody on the back end. So not only did they not cover the guy on the back end, but because Powell Lee hesitated, it bought time for Carson Beck to get rid of that football. A huge mistake.
This 2-point try to make the college football playoff, to keep the 30-game home winning streak alive. And the seniors who have never lost a home game, will they complete the rally and the comeback? Incomplete. We're going to a third overtime. Landon Harvey had coverage, alternating 2-point attempts, starting with Georgia. From the 3-yard line, Carson Beck. Pocket collapsing, throws it to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Are out there, weren't on the last possession, but here they are now.
Sideline warning against Georgia.
And putting 40 points.
attempting to win it right here. And a timeout is... Georgia Tech for the win. Can King find it? No! We are going to a... They will just... Haynes King. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to...
There is no passer. The try is incomplete.
It was so much adversity. The 30-game home winning streak on the line. Win this and you're in the college football playoff. Then you play for the SEC championship next week. Can they do it right here?
Looks like man coverage. You got Cash Jones again out of the backfield.
Beck to win the game, extending the play. Flag is down as he is taken down inside the 5-yard.
Offense number 73. That penalty's declined. Try is no good.
Good here in these last couple of series for both.
2-point conversion attempt. Edge pressure. They pick it up and they get the 2-pointer with Dylan Bell.
Of a cornerback that's got inside the pressure now. Back on Haynes King and
Georgia Tech have a little more magic left to tie the game and 6 overtimes. They do it! Malik Rutherford
coming all the way over from...
Haynes King just hit Rutherford moments ago. He shifts him over to the right side here to start our 6th overtime.
We've seen Kirby do this a lot.
Timeout is going to be called.
To come up with a better play call. It has worked for him here in these overtime periods.
6 overtime. Haynes King, pressure up the middle on King. And they get him! They get him! It was Dan Jackson! He had the play of the game with the force
ball playoff.
And by the way, Dan Jackson, one of those seniors who has never lost a game here at home. For the win. Oh my, Arian Smith drops it. That time, classic. 7th overtime, straight ahead and trying to fight for it, but Beck was denied.
Well, they've been trying to throw for it without any success, a rushing attempt.
He has been the most reliable option offensively for them all night long. 5 total touchdowns and a whole lot of magic. And how casual was Kirby, by the way? This formation, they offset the offensive line.
Total confusion by Georgia.
King to the end zone for the win. No! Smile Munden with coverage on Jackson.
Found that formation.
Plays at the 1-yard line.
Win if they get this. King gonna try to get it himself, and he is denied by C.J. Game.
I think Kirby Smart's gonna let this one go. No timeout.
He lets it go. Haynes King being chased. Haynes King desperate to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Singleton. Georgia's gonna have a chance to win it.
And there's another blitz. Kirby.
2-point conversion here to make the college football playoff. Frazier straight ahead and straight in. Oh, it's great in 8. Georgia wins it.